given the dysfunctionality that it has come to represent, especially in our public space. In doing this, we shall not fall into the temptation of administering selective justice. Yes. Neither are we going to at any time seek the vacation of the rule of law. For, as someone aptly noted, selective justice is injustice. Yes. And doubtlessly, some form of corruption too. Yes. Rather, we shall frontally attack corruption in all its ramifications by strengthening existing institutions, deploying technology tools, and deepening relevant policies of a cashless society, while proactively leveraging global frameworks for anti-corruption. For us, election finance reform shall occupy a special place in our determined effort to take on corruption, as this constitutes, for all time and in more than many ways, not just an enabler, but indeed the very bedrock of corruption in our political system. If you have to buy a phone for 45 million naira in Nigeria's economy, that cannot be an anti-corruption stand. If the young ones that are not too young to run have to pay 27 million naira for a reform, that is corruption. What are we talking about? If we say they are not too young to run, and they have to come up with 7 million naira fine to go to the House of Assembly, what are we talking about? We must attack election reforms. And election finance reform is taking a new dimension in our nation. We have commoditized our people by buying them cheap. 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. We are exploiting the level of despondency and poverty in the land. We must address this if we really, really want to tackle corruption in our land. Adequate, affordable, qualitative public education and health services, as well as robust social housing scheme, are prerequisites to mitigating corruption. They must be mainstream in our presidency. As president, I will commit to mobilizing the youth of Nigeria for education, providing opportunities for them to be productively engaged, and elevating them into leadership through careful process of acculturation. Mark my words, it is the type of mobilization that has never been seen in this jurisdiction. It is the type of mobilization that will unleash the creative energy of our young ones to take up development in this land. We will unleash, our young ones will be motivated to reach out for their creative energy, and we make Nigeria work. Nigeria will develop. In our lifetime, Nigeria will develop. You know why I'm sure it can be done? I have done it before. As governor of Ondo State, I did it. I unleashed the power and the creativity of young men and women. Many of the projects that we carried out in Ondo State were actually carried out by young men and women. Yes. I built the world-class Renaissance Center that everybody is talking about. I got young men and women to build it. The hardware, the building itself took 6 weeks from foundation to finish. And I tell you, in 2 years, we have done dialysis in that center that hospitals that have been 40 years ahead of us cannot boast of in terms of number. That is how you unleash the energy of young ones. Ladies and gentlemen, In addition, the preponderance of my aides, including members of my cabinet, were young men and women. My commissioner for works became the youngest fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. And most of my commissioners are within the bracket of age 35 and 40, 41. And therefore, without any equivocation, and I say this without equivocation, not because it is the geek thing to say now, not because it is perhaps the way politicians now think they can gather votes because of our youth bulge. But I say this because of what I've done before, because of what I'm capable of doing. To the young men and women of Nigeria, you cannot have any better partner than I as president. May I hasten to give a very